to Get Scared, our fun little spooky treehouse pal around, where each week we talk about something spooky, something scary, or sometimes nothing like that at all. And if that sounds good to you, then it's time to get scared.
That's pretty good.
It's time. It's great to be here, isn't it?
That's right.
We're back.
We're back. What do you mean we're back?
Well, we haven't recorded in a couple weeks, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
know?
to them, we never left.
We're back from the week before. It's been a long week, and I am just...
It's been a long week.
Without you, my fiend. What are we up to today on Get Scared? Well, I'll tell you, we're returning to a fan favorite, and that is New Fears Unlocked.
That's right. What does that mean?
I don't have a sound.
Oh, I thought you did.
I thought I did too.
That's when Matt...
New Fears.
Oh, I was waiting for that. Yeah. You got to play like a...
shit.
Like a big... you put a sound effect
like
in
an
there,
orchestra
some chains and like a door being, I don't know. Anyway, that's when Matt, this is a Matt Rial original segment where he goes.
It's one of my favorites, honestly.
I had a great time. Do you remember this, Ryan?
I don't. I not even the slightest.
Was Ryan here for that last one? Oh, okay, he was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think that was that the episode where we watched a bunch of Jay Leno's headlines.
Yeah, because the idea was this is just like headlines.
Oh, Dreadlines.
Dreadlines.
Yeah,
Dreadlines. It's where Matt Googles New Fear Unlocked or looks on Reddit or any other places to find like very unique fears that people have.
There's scary things to think about.
Yeah, in this totally unscary world we live in.
Yeah.
We need to get scared.
That's right. We do.
So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I also have a new segment because, it's been a couple weeks since we recorded.
A new segment?
It's a new segment that I have.
New segment.
This is really exciting because I realize, we live in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're always out there.
True so far.
We're always out there. You're at home. You got to go to work. Right. And it's not a city that has great public transit. They're trying, they've got plans, I think, in a few years. And,
they're always
like, hey, we're working on it. 2055, it's going to be incredible.
Well, it's always
this
like
map.
It's the Olympics. The Olympics will finally get them to pull the trigger.
But we're in our cars a lot, and we have a lot of car stories. So my new segment, if you're ready for this.
What the fuck?
Get car.
He said get car outside of the microphone.
It's get car.
He said it's get car. He's covering the S.
I'm covering the S and the ED.
ED.
Get car. And that's where I tell my car stories
Okay.
from the week.
Sure.
I'll catch everybody up every now and then, but it's get car right now. And we can play the theme song and put some beeps in it, some honk honks.
Okay.
Honk honk.
I'm very curious what this is going to be.
I thought of this on the way in my car.
Yeah, it does sound like it didn't have
well,
too
I'm
much
thinking I'm
time,
driving.
but-
I'm going, oh boy, I'm stuck in traffic on the 5 again.
Yeah.
And
what are you doing here? The
Californians, yeah.
very good. I laugh so hard every time I see that sketch.
It's really
so
good.
funny.
It's very fun.
Okay, I have 2 big car stories.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, okay. The first one's a gripe. Okay.
This is off to a really good start.
It's a gripe and a story.
Okay.
My number one, that's not my number one gripe, but this is a gripe that occurred. This is a fresh gripe. Fresh gripes. Gripes right off the vine.
Okay. What is that? What's the title?
Wait,
of
is
this?
that a new segment?
I don't. What the
That's
hell?
a new sub segment in Get Car.
Holy shit, man.
Fresh gripes.
I think I might outsource these graphics and
That sounds like an
songs
Australian
to you.
person eating some fresh grapes.
Okay.
Fresh gripes. Right. Okay, so my fresh gripe is that I was across the street getting some coffee for the podcast today. I'm not a speed demon. Are you guys speed demons?
No, I drive.
No.
It's very safe.
I locked that cruise control in at about like 8 to 5 miles over.
Exactly. Then that's, I think, socially the norm.
It drives my wife nuts. That
Drives
I
my
drive-
nuts.
It drives my
It drives
nuts.
my nuts wife.
It drives my nuts wife, dude. It drives my wife nuts that I drive at safe speed.
What does that mean? Like the speed limit or about 5 over?
Speed limit, maybe about a 5 over, but I try and stay. Oh God, he just spilled coffee all over his balls, dude.
So much coffee on my lap.
That is karma. That's karmic,
I've never
right?
spilled so
That's
much
karmic right there.
coffee on my lap. Oh, I'm gonna have a wet crotch. You know. Oh, it's seeping.
Oh,
It's going through the inner layer now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That coffee was too hot that we call the show Get Scarred.
Damn, dude.
Do you need something? You want something to be done about
It's
it?
too late. Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, man.
It's just wet now.
Well, the good thing about coffee is it's not going to smell all day.
No. Well, if it'll smell good, it'll smell like coffee. Oh boy.
Oh, it's on the chair,
My
too.
gripe, I'm not a speed demon.
Just imagining one of the many office dogs for finding
I just
the
wanna
coffee localized to your garage.
You've been introing this new segment for 6 minutes.
So I'm not a speed
And you haven't
demon.
gotten into this. You haven't gotten one sentence into the story.
Well, tell all the people that go, I hate it when Matt keeps them on track. Here you go.
This is
No,
what
we
you get.
appreciate that. Jesus Christ. Really spilled there. I don't like it when people go slow.
Okay.
That's my gripe. When people don't go the speed limit.
Yeah.
When they're going 2 to 5 below,
That's crazy. Yeah.
maybe even 10 below.
Well, I don't know about. Wow.
I'm not even a person who has road rage, but I sit there clenching the wheel going, get the fuck moving, you know?
I think you're describing road rage.
No. I know I don't want to be an aggressor. I don't want to yell at them, but I yell at myself in the car like, what are you doing?
That's road rage.
No. My knuckles are white, you understand?
I'm reaching into my glove compartment. You understand?
You know what I got in my glove compartment? Can either of you guess? Ryan, do you know?
Bees.
Lotion.
No.
Burt's Beeswax?
Well, I do have Burt's Bees in there. But I
Point
have
for me.
a big white beard.
Oh,
From that branded thing.
from Violent
Night.
That was like 2 years
Ryan
ago.
and I did a promotional video for Violent Night, where the movie with David Harbour, I think, right? Where
Yeah,
he was-
that's right. When he was
and
Santa.
He was Santa, and they gave us these like really professional Santa beards. And I
They
was
were
like,
pretty
this
good.
is one of the nicest fake beards I've ever seen. And at the end of the night, I was like, "Oh, here's the beard for you." And they were like, "Oh, do you want it?" And I was like, "Yes."
Oh, because you had to go through you went through the filming of it. That the premise of the promo was
We did like a
you
stunt-
film the stunt.
We
thing,
did like a
Yeah,
scene
they
with
made
a
us
stunt.
Santas.
We worked with a stunt.
You looked
guy.
pretty realistic as Santa too.
I did. It was pretty good. It's one of those things where we shot for like 4 hours and then it's like a 30-second thing.
Right, yeah.
It's just fun.
It's fun. It
was fun.
Ryan's scene was very impressive. For me, it looks like if you see a movie and you're like, oh boy. Like that guy's never been in a fight in his life or
Fight
and has
choreography.
no physicality whatsoever. It's just me
But
sort of.
you
We'll watch
looked
those
more
for
like
Christmas.
Santa though.
I guess so. Yeah.
So like if you combine the two of ours together,
yeah. But so in my glove box, I've got a nice white beard.
we should recut it so that all the speaking parts are you
Yeah.
because you look like Santa, the close-ups, and then the actual fight cut to me and see how much it kind of looks.
I remember also at the end of that shoot, we like finished up kind of early and they were
Oh,
like,
I
well,
remember.
we've got time. Do you guys just want to riff? And we were like, riff doing what? And they were like, just both be Santa. And we were like, okay. So we were just like sitting in
Yeah.
chairs and Ryan would be like, hello, Santa. And I'd be like, nice to see you, Santa.
Oh, I
forgot that we
talked
talked to each other. Like all the crew and stuff there, they were like, they were like laughing. And I was like, what are we going to do with this?
Also in my mind, it's
They
like,
never used it.
I was like, this is garbage.
I was also thinking that.
This is bad improv.
They were like, you guys are having so much fun. Just keep it going. And we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my gripe.
that
It's people driving
drive
slow.
I had to really go back on the
Yeah.
the breadcrumbs back
and
to
then
what the point
Here's
was.
my story.
Yeah.
Your nuts kind of wet?
It's drying off.
Okay.
My story
That
is
really got right there.
yeah. I got
I
my
mean, it's
shirt
fucking
again,
bullseye.
too.
Damn.
Oh, you know what?
moly.
every time you wear a white,
Well, I wear a lot of
shirt.
white shirts,
Yeah.
and they, they end up on them. But you know what? I use the what's the stuff you put on them? Hydrogen peroxide. That
Yeah.
gets the coffee out.
I didn't
Trust
know
me,
that.
I know by now.
That's true.
I blast this shit. Okay, so now this is okay. So the other day I was driving down the highway.
Yeah.
Get your motor running.
Listen to my tunes, having a good time. Maybe I was listening to an audiobook or a podcast. Who knows? Yeah. And exits coming up.
Yeah.
And LA, there's always this traffic. so much traffic, and it was kind of near rush hour. So it's a popular exit, and traffic was sort of backed up in a line to on the highway to get off the exit, So everyone's waiting there and kind of inching along. And now you guys know this, these people who do this, where they just cut over to the shoulder and plow past everyone and then worm their way in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm activating something in that right there.
Yeah, there's an exit really close to I'll ask Ryan about it, but there's a spot where I'm going home.
Yeah.
It's 2 lanes, one is a left turn and the other one has to go straight. The other one says must go straight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's one of those.
People rip all the way down that, and I go, they're gonna try and get in, and I just have to not be mad about it. And I have to go, listen, maybe they didn't realize it was gonna turn in. Maybe they can't read the signs or something.
Do you let them in though? If they try
Meanwhile, they're like, I'm king of the road.
I try to hold the line.
Yeah, they're king of the road for sure.
Yeah.
It makes me so angry.
Yeah.
And it takes me back. This happened to me last night, and it happens. And I literally last night driving home was like, I can't go this way anymore because it's going to piss me off too much every single night.
Well, also because it's obviously you can do the thing where you're like, okay, maybe whatever,
Right.
but that whole attitude is just sort of, it's like it exemplifies sort of a bigger fuck everybody else have attitude that is a big issue with society.
Right. Yeah,
a lot of people.
And you know what? Last night it was BMW, and I really don't. They know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Do you remember that doctor's appointment that you were supposed to make a while ago, but then you got a little sidetracked and you completely forgot to book it until now? Well, hey, wait, what if it's a dentist appointment for your biannual cleaning? Overdue annual checkup that's been 3 years in the making? Perhaps a dermatologist appointment for that rash that's been looking a little weird. Well, why not book it today? ZocDoc makes it easy to find the right doctor right now, and it's all online. You'll probably be able to book an appointment before the end of this ad. I don't know about you guys, but my entire social feed is filled with different health trends, like eating turmeric or using red light therapy to solve every skin problem under the sun. Hey, are we still supposed to be drinking apple cider vinegar? I love vinegar, but, I don't know if I'm ready to take shots of it. Well, look, I don't know about any of this stuff. I say we give the algorithm a rest. Turn to IRL healthcare professionals who can help you meet your health goals. And with ZocDoc, it's easy. You can find doctors that are right for you and instantly book an appointment. With ZocDoc, you can book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. If you're like me and you need all the barriers removed to get to the doctor, ZocDoc is here to help. So stop putting off those doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/watcher to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. I saw a funny post online. I saw a funny post online recently. Okay. And it was like one of those Spirit Halloween bags, and then the costume was Tesla driver who uses a turn signal, and there was no costume in the bag. Love that.
That's good.
So anyway,
this was happening.
So I'm in this long line waiting my turn to get to the exit, and I see someone pulling alongside.
Off, not even in like a lane.
Not a lane.
Yeah,
the shoulder.
That is
crazy, man.
Incomprehensible.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what?
I'm gonna ram him.
I honked my horn and I gave him a big middle.
Whoa.
I gave him a big middle finger.
Yeah.
And I saw them look over at me, and I was like, well, they saw it, so that feels good. Right? I was like,
well, they saw it. I'm a little scared now.
No. I was like, that feels good. Because I'm not like a middle finger guy normally.
That does put my smile.
The
on
one
my face.
thing I do at the most when people like maybe like jump their turn at like a stop sign or something at a 4-way stop, I usually do the raised eyebrows and I sort of mouth something like, interesting. You know?
Yeah, that's not going to read.
No, dude, you got to give them.
Well, okay, what about this? Is the other thing I sometimes do. I do this.
I do that all the time, dude.
I do the wag of the finger.
I've done that a couple times when I like see people on their phones.
The wag of the finger is
When you
good.
go honk honk, I go,
Yeah. Oh, the phone and the no
Phone
is
in.
good.
Oh, that's great.
I like that a lot.
because they're already in a state where they're like, they know what they're doing is wrong,
yeah.
and they're like, I need to be kind of half paying attention, and so they're listening for a honk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you give them the honk, and they look up, they
look
freak
up.
out, and then you go,
What do you do when someone honks at you, but you were in the wrong?
I do the.
Yeah, I do that too. I go,
yeah,
that's fair.
This happened.
That happened to me this morning on the drive over.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
There's certain times where this happened to me recently, where I honked at someone and didn't realize they were waiting for someone at the crosswalk. And it was a polite honk. It was just like a bump. What are you doing? Because I thought they were on their phone. And then I like looked over and I was like, oh, there's people. I couldn't see the people in the crosswalk because they were in front of me. But and I was like, and I did the like, sorry, you know. Anyway, so I really gave that person the business and it felt great.
what did they do?
Well, then their car slowed down and they put their hazards on because they had just been rear-ended by someone and were pulling over.
That's good. That's get car.
Incredible. That is get car.
They had been hit by someone.
You should have rolled your window down and went, get card, bitch. Welcome to Get Car.
Oh,
They were clearly stressed out.
oh,
And then
so
someone
good.
honked and they looked over and they saw me going, fuck you.
Dude,
I felt so bad.
That's so bad. You can't be doing that, man.
the scenarios you're describing, I always see these as like an opportunity when someone's trying to merge in when they shouldn't, when they're trying to like wedge their way in. I'm like, this is going to be, because you see it as like this person cares about nobody but themselves. And I'm like, that's great. This is a time for me to galvanize everyone that's in the line, to hold the line.
Yeah.
So I will like basically be like tailgating the guy in front of me and I will like try and get that guy.
I mean, I do that too.
To be like, fuck this guy, right?
I do that like, no, you're not getting in. You're trying to jump the line.
And you know what's better than anything? Like the amount of like annoyed I am by them trying to do that is completely offset and then some by driving past that person as they're trying to get in with their blinker and they can't, seeing their face so angry.
Oh, especially when they give up and they go back and you're like, that's a victory.
It's only
right
happened
there.
a couple times where I could actually make eye contact with them as I pass them in the line. Just give
You give them a little smile.
Give a little smile and a finger
Oh
wag.
my God, we're going to get killed.
No.
Someone had done this. The one thing that incenses me, which is
Is this another the BMW?
It was
story?
it's always a BMW.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go, Matt. You have a prejudice. I do.
Against BMW drivers. I
Because
think
you
that's
all
fair.
think, if you're listening, you think that you have this car that can do these incredible things, and you deserve to drive fast.
My dad
And
has a
that-
BMW.
You know what? Our wonderful friend Garrick Bernard had a BMW.
Big Mexican wiener.
There are
Oh,
exceptions.
that's funny. That's really funny. That's
Oh my
really funny.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I broke Matt's brain for like 2 seconds. He didn't know what had happened. I couldn't tell if he was incensed or if he liked it. He was just speechless.
To be quite honest,
My brain
I
did
didn't
not
know
let those words in.
I didn't know either what I felt.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, my thought process.
Your family's so weird.
My thought process was, well, Garrick doesn't have that.
It's funny too because I was like, his dad has a BMW. I feel like I've never seen that, and I haven't.
Holy shit. That was a very funny moment. I hope you all enjoyed that for your Monday commute.
So stupid.
Anyway.
I just also, I know a lot of people who are like open with their families, but I don't know anyone who's ever been like, my dad's got a big dick.
Well, I understand where it came from because that's an in Mexican joke.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, my dad makes a joke all the time, and I was like, this
He
is perfect.
does?
Yeah. I got a BMW.
Oh, that's really funny.
It's very funny. If you wonder why I am the way I am.
It makes a ton of sense.
I love
a ton of
it.
sense.
I love it.
It's so stupid.
But my dad used to do this thing. Like I remember at a baseball game, these guys like cut in line, and my dad made such a big scene of it, and he would do this thing that sticks in my brain. Anytime anyone does anything, he goes, "Hey, you think you're special?
Yeah.
You think you're special? You think you don't have to wait in the line here like everybody else? You think you're special?" And anytime I just hear him going, "You think you're special?"
Yeah.
When someone's doing something where they're like, "Well, I don't have to follow the rules of the road. I'm just going to break them." And it makes me crazy.
They got to like force everyone to sit down and watch more Mr. Rogers or something.
I
All
know.
adults have to,
No,
you know,
they do.
something. God.
Yeah,
Well, that's
sure
been
that-
Get Car.
Absolutely. What a banger of a segment there.
Car stuff, I feel like we've always got stories. So
Yeah.
I don't know how often this will come up, but if you guys ever want to crack open the Get Car can,
It's good.
yeah.
Is it too inside baseball? Is that? Everyone
Everybody
has
got
cars,
cars,
but
is
we're
the
in our
thing.
cars all the time.
Well, so are other people. We're not. I
No,
don't think
people
we're in
drive.
our cars
Everybody
more.
drive.
That's true.
Everybody drive.
If you've got some fun Get Car stories, let us know.
I get card episode.
I thought that story was especially fun because it seems like it was.
It's really
you
bad.
know, and then who's the a-hole?
That was
in
a
the
good
situation?
twist. That was a good twist.
Paints you in a really terrible light.
It really
I
does.
can't think of anything worse than getting tailgated other than having Shane Madej flick me off.
Oh, also, wait, I think I might have told this on the podcast a while ago, but like a few months ago, I was driving home like really late one night. Oh, from poker. I can't remember if it was when you were at. But
Poker?
yeah, Matt and I play poker.
You play poker?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What do you mean?
You just don't seem like a poker guy.
We do it every now and then.
He's not.
Well,
No,
you
I'm
seem
not.
like a poker. I mean,
Matt is the only.
Well-
Matt's the only poker guy at poker night.
Truly, it's a bunch of people that I taught how to play poker.
Okay, that makes
I mean,
sense.
I largely knew how. to
No,
play
but
before. the others,
everybody else, yeah.
I thought I didn't.
You can
know much.
come if you want.
I'm okay on poker.
We don't.
We don't bet.
We don't bet. We don't drink beer. We have root beer floats.
That sounds fun.
It's a lot of fun. Aria makes root beer floats.
The floats
for
is
people.
the part that sounds
Yeah.
fun.
It's a hoot. It's a lot of
It's
fun.
good. It is a good time.
We've been doing it nearly a year now because wasn't our first one in December of last year? And we've only done it like 3 or 4 times.
Anyways, you were driving back from poker.
I was driving back from poker and someone on Sunset like paced my car and like
What does
was,
that
like,
mean?
Like was keeping speed with me.
I see.
And they were like telling me to roll down my window and I was like, oh my God, is my car on fire or something? And I rolled it down. He was like, hey, are you Shane from Unsolved? And it was like this like 50,
That's
60-year-old dude. And I was like, yeah. He was like, I love you, man. I got a question. Hey, everybody. How are you? Yeah, I have a question. Is there an app or a service that you use, even though you know it's probably harvesting your data? Like Google, for instance? I don't know. Probably. Does it annoy you that you have to choose between going completely off the grid or giving up your privacy so apps and companies can profit off your personal data, your precious data? I mean, it really grinds your gears, right? Makes you feel helpless. Well, don't! Aura VPN, our sponsor today, has you covered. Aura protects your privacy by identifying data brokers selling your info. Aura takes care of the hard part, automatically removing your info from these sites and keeping it off. There are a lot of services that offer this too, but none of them offer as many features as Aura for the same price. Get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web. Real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking. 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure. How about a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and more? US-based support available around the clock if something goes wrong. And if anything does happen, well, Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. And they have US fraud experts ready to help 24/7. Aura VPN is a one-stop shop to protect yourself, your family, and your data. Try Aura for free for 14 days at aura.com/watcher. In those 2 weeks, Aura will get back to scrubbing your personal info off of these data broker sites. I'm not leaving myself vulnerable, and you shouldn't either. Anything else? That's been Get Car. Thanks for Get Car.
Get card.
Anything else going on with y'all, gentlemen?
No, what's coming out on Watcher this week?
It's Too Many Spirits month.
Oh, nice. That's right.
I don't know what's out this week specifically, but
Yeah, 'cause I
Too
was
Many
trying to-
Spirits is airing on Watcher TV.
Debrief, if you've been following along all the parts of Ghost Files Alone Together, the season finale of that and the Ghost Files season happened last Friday, and we're going to be having the debrief this Friday. So if you haven't seen that episode, go ahead and catch up on all 3 parts, and then watch us break it down this Friday.
And we're some lucky boys because we're going to be doing a fair amount of ghost hunting before the holidays.
That's right.
We've got a whole batch coming up.
We got a
that we're
slate
gonna be
coming
doing.
up. We got
I'm
a slate.
excited. I'm excited to do them. We don't usually shoot them in December, so it's
We
kind of
don't.
a fun.
And I think some of the places warned me. They were like, there's going to be some Christmas decorations. I hope that's not a problem. And I was like, no, it's not.
Who cares?
I
love it.
But no, we got some heavy hitters coming up.
Yeah, and there's some variety to them, which I like. I feel like I've been longing for some weird places.
That's right.
We got some weird places.
We got some fucked up places too coming too.
Oh,
Well, one of them is for sure is.
fucked up.
I think it's fine to reveal that we're going to be shooting with our wives
Yeah.
for the Valentine's Day
Whoa.
episode.
I haven't really dug into that with Sarah yet. She was sort of fascinated by the concept. She was. It was funny because it sort of occurred to her for the first time. She was like, "What do we do?" She was like, "We don't believe in ghosts, though. So what do you do?"
That's why
Does Mari not believe in ghosts?
she does.
Oh.
So it's very funny that I think there's going to be a very funny part of the episode where Mari and I break off, and then Shane and Sarah break off, and then they do their investigation and we do ours, and just the cutting between the two of those
Yeah, I'm very excited.
will be very funny. We'll
It's
see.
so funny over the years that neither of them have ever been on a. They don't know.
Mari's
what it's like.
terrified.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a fun time. And the Winchester.
That'll definitely be a lot of fun.
I love the Winchester.
Yeah, we've been there a couple times before, but also every time we go there, I still see places
That you haven't
that
seen
I haven't
before.
been. And the last time we were there and we did our solo, I was like, I know this place well enough by now. I'll be fine in there. And I got legitimately lost.
120 plus rooms.
It's crazy.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to not get lost.
I can't. It's nuts. I really got lost. in there.
Is Sarah is she willing to do a solo?
Probably. We can ask her.
I'm trying to convince Mari to do it.
Hmm.
And she does not want to.
Well, we'll see. Cool. Yeah, but otherwise, Too Many Spirits airing now on Watcher TV. It'll be on YouTube next month. It was nice to go back to the Too Many Spirits zone. Last time we did it was last year, and we were jokers. And
that
this
was
one, we were like, let's go back to
being normal again.
sort of just let's reset the vibe.
Yeah.
And when I pitched resetting the vibe to sort of a classic Too Many Spirits, my thought was it's season 10. Let's celebrate by doing sort of the OG. And then people are like, that sounds good. By the way, it's season 9. It's not season 10. So, oh well.
a lot of seasons.
That is a lot of seasons. We did a lot of them during the pandemic.
Is that more seasons than Friends?
I think
you're right,
I
yeah.
think Friends was
8?
I think Friends was 10. 10 seasons?
How many shows have
Maybe
actually made
11?
it to 10?
Maybe even
10's a lot.
11?
I mean, Grey's Anatomy is like 20.
Oh, great. Yeah. Grays. Those are the
10 season for Friends.
10 for Friends, 11 for Frasier and Cheers, I think. I think Frasier and Cheers each had 11. Wait,
Seinfeld
no.
had 7 or 8.
Seinfeld had 8?
Feels like non-procedural shows getting beyond 10 is pretty rare.
I mean, a sitcom, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even sitcoms, though, I'm trying to think of other ones. I guess they would have to
No,
be
I'm
up
saying it's hard to get to 10 as a sitcom.
Yeah, I'm saying anything that's not procedural, not like Law and Order or fucking, NYPD Blue or some shit like that, CSI. Those obviously are eternal, but something like Frankie and whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list of
Grace and Frankie?
shows
go.
with the most episodes, most seasons.
Was it like
and they're-
Gunsmoke?
It's all procedurals or like those, like a Gunsmoke, Lassie.
Yeah, back in the 50s, those cowboy shows would have 235 episodes per season.
Right, yeah. And they barely shot them.
Right,
They
yeah.
were like, here you go, one take Tony's.
Yeah.
And animation shows. Simpsons, King of the Hill,
Oh, yeah.
Bob's Burgers, American Dad, Family Guy.
Bob's Burgers is one of those shows where I haven't paid much attention to it for the past 5 years because I'm like, 5-10 years because I'm like, well, I'll just watch.
And they just had their 300th episode or something.
I did watch that one.
That's the movie.
That
incredible.
show has remained so lovely. It's just the sweetest show in the world. I love it so much.
The movie too.
Big Bang Theory
never
has
saw
the
the movie.
most
I didn't see the movie
of
either.
a sitcom.
BBT. And they're doing a new one.
I want there to be another cowboy show, and not like the Taylor Sheridan like Yellowstone shit, like an actual like a old west shoot 'em up saloon.
That'd be kind of fun.
You know what? I really enjoyed the first season of Westworld. That was a lot of fun.
That
First
was fun.
season
The
was
first
good.
season was because it was in the West.
and it was a mystery.
Second season onward, I was like, bye.
When you said Gunsmoke, I was like, it'd be fun if there was like a bounty law in real life.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Murder, She Wrote late at night when I'm working.
Yeah.
Because it's just you could pop in and out. There's a ton of beautiful, wonderful guest stars.
It's really fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
At some point, I was watching Columbo. First episode, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
What's the conceit with that? They tell you who the killer is.
Yes, Columbo's a how catch 'em.
Okay.
What now?
It's a how catch 'em, not a who done it.
Oh, I see.
Columbo, they show you the crime happening at the beginning, and you're like, well, how's he going to get
Oh,
him?
like FBI.
Sure. Is that a show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. And then the other one I watched a lot of was Macmillan and Wife with Rock Hudson,
Oh wow.
where like he plays like a sort of a stodgy old detective in, or they're Private Eyes or something in San Francisco, and his wife is kind of like a little younger and kind of like hippie-ish, but they solve crimes together. It's very sweet. A lot of it doesn't really hold up.
Speaking of that, I just saw Back to the Future.
Yeah, how was it?
For the
You saw
40
it in the theater. I assume you've seen it in theaters before.
I had seen it one time in the theater for, I think it was like for the 25th anniversary.
I also I remember I was in Illinois at some point. They re-released it, and I went to go see it.
because I was like, yeah, that's crazy that I saw that for the 25th and then the 40th. Actually, when we were watching that movie, the previews, it was like, oh, coming this Christmas, releasing for the 25th anniversary.
What was it?
The Grinch.
Oh wow!
And Mari and I looked at each other and we were like, I remember watching that in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, we're getting,
Are they re-releasing that?
they are.
I'll go see it in theaters.
I will too.
really like The Grinch.
I like all versions of the Grinch. I like the original animated.
Big Grinch guy.
I like the Jim Carrey one.
I haven't seen the Cumberbatch one.
I like the Cumberbatch one a lot.
you always
It is like
talk about
very,
I'm gonna check that out this holiday
There's
season.
sort of a vibe of those, like it's very like Hotel Transylvania coded.
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
That, Horton Hears a Who. All those like CG movies where it's like you know them a little too well. You know all their tricks and like how
Right.
they're appealing to kids and stuff.
What's the name of the Christmas movie that the guy who did Black Christmas but also did that movie?
Oh, Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that this year too.
I am one of those people who
Haven't seen it.
have
You
never been able to
said-
get on that movie's wavelength.
I used to hate that movie.
Never seen it.
because
I'm still in that
they
camp.
showed it on TBS back to back to back to back to back. They would do
Yeah.
marathons of it, and my brother loved it. And I was like, "Can we have something else on?"
Yeah.
But I watched it for one of the pandemic Christmases, and because Sadie had never seen it, and I was like, "This is really good."
I'm gonna watch that and I'm gonna watch Black Christmas right after.
That was really good. I got a question for you. Don't you just love wearing some crunchy, rough, baggy, ugly pants? Oh, you don't? Well, interesting. Okay, well, in that case, maybe you should try the Perfect Jean. The Perfect Jean has redefined what jeans can be. No more crushed nuts or saggy diaper butts. Just pure, soft, stretchy perfection. That's right. Imagine denim so stretchy, it's yoga ready. Sharp enough to turn heads and comfy enough that, you'll, believe you me, you'll forget you're wearing them. Until someone compliments you, that is. The Perfect Jean has 6 fits, a size range from 26 to 50-inch waists and lengths up to 38, giving you 5,000 plus ways to find your perfect match. At The Perfect Jean, you'll never have to force yourself to make jeans work with the body you're rocking. Over 400,000 old, young, big, and small men agree. And over 30,000 men have rated The Perfect Jean to 5 stars because you should never have to sacrifice comfort for style. For a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectjean.nyc or Google The Perfect Jean and use code, what's it going to be? I'll tell you, code WATCHER15 for 15% off. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc with promo code WATCHER15. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Fuck your khakis and get the perfect jean.
Well, the reason why I brought it Back to the Future was, you know, sometimes you don't notice things until you see them on like the big screen.
Yeah.
I don't know why it took so long. Well, first off, at the beginning of the movie, when there's like the clocks, there's like a clock with a guy hanging off the minute hand, like, which is like, oh, that's a funny clock. But
that's from from an old, I forgot his name, but one of the silent film stars. Was it Harold Lloyd?
Well, it's interesting because that's the end of the movie when he's hanging off the minute hand on the.
But I think
clock
that was
tower.
influenced by. There's an old silent movie. I think it's Harold Lloyd, where he's hanging from a clock thing. I think it's a still from that movie.
Anyways, that's one of the good things I noticed. There's there's some racist undertones to that movie that I was like, oh, interesting. Like the Libyan nationalists in the bus is pretty rough.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just when Marty's like, you get shot by terrorists, and it's like, but that already.
When they show up,
yeah, it's pretty rough because
I mean it's the 80s, and they're like, well, if
Mari
you're not white, obviously you're a terrorist.
Well, Mari being Middle Eastern, and she was like, But the part that I never really realized was at the beginning of the movie, there's a car that drives by that says like re-elect Mayor Goldie Wilson, who's a black guy. And then later when Marty goes back in time, Mayor Goldie Wilson is the guy cleaning up the soda shop.
Yeah.
And he says, Marty implants with the idea like, oh, you could be mayor. And he's like, oh, I could be mayor and I'll clean up this city. When I'm going to be mayor, I'm going to clean up this city. And then you go back to the future and it's apparent that the city is a shithole. Like there's like peep shows everywhere. There's trash. There's graffiti.
Because he didn't clean it up.
Because he was the mayor and he didn't clean it. It's like the implied,
really?
The implied reality of like, okay, there's a black mayor. So naturally the city goes to a slum.
Oh, I thought he like.
It's just that like quiet, very insidious racism.
I don't think I ever realized that.
I didn't either. And I was like, wait a second. He didn't clean up the city. And that's what they're saying a black mayor would do.
That's
Bobby
crazy.
Bobby Z.
I don't know if it's one of those like, maybe it wasn't even intentional racism. It was just like that quiet, just like assumed racism.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah, the most generous thing you could give to that is you didn't think enough about this.
No, but it is pretty crazy that he has a direct line. It's like, I'm going to be mayor and I'm going to clean up this city. And
That's
the city's
nuts.
pristine with the white mayor. And even the guy who works the soda shop, the boss, is like, oh, a colored mayor, that'll be a day. And then of course he...
Jesus.
I was like, when they go back to the future, I was like, wait a second.
Damn.
But
That all happens in the first one. I was confused.
It's in the first one, yeah.
I like those movies, but I haven't seen them enough to really
I love that movie. Look,
No,
but it's just I was like, that's interesting.
I mixed them up as well.
But yeah, does he go to the future in the first one? He just goes to the past.
He goes to the past, but then he
does
back.
he go to the future and then has to go back to the past again? Or is he just...
He goes to the future in the first one.
No, he doesn't.
What? He goes to the future in the second one.
He goes to the future in the second one.
In the first one, he goes to the past and then eventually has to get back to the present, which is the future.
Wait, the first one is entirely just going back to the 50s?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, and then he goes back to the present, which is why it's called Back to the Future, because he's going back to the...
So all of the batter up 2015 stuff, that's the second one?
That's the second one.
Why did they greenlight a second one?
Well, they didn't even plan on making the second one, but the first one was so commercially successful that they were like, okay,
let's do two more.
Refilmed the ending of the first one, re-released it.
Oh, really?
And then it had it with like like you know that ending when he comes back and he's like, hey, you got to come with me back to the future. Something wrong with your kids.
You're not gonna believe this shit.
But
this shit's
I
gonna
believe the
blow a hole in
original
your
release
ass.
never had that.
Wow. So wait, where we're going, we don't need roads. That was an original.
Oh, that's what he says. Yeah.
I don't know if that was there. I mean, maybe it was.
Wow.
But I don't think they ever planned on making an actual sequel. And then they shot the second and third one back to back. I could be wrong on that.
The third one is also.
I know for
one
sure
that
that they had to add that ending.
I know people are like, oh, the third one when you've revisited, it's much better than you remember.
Yeah, I do like it.
I've seen the first one probably.
I love the first. It's so good.
A handful of times. The second one less, and the third one I think I've seen once or
I
twice.
feel like I've seen the second one more than any of them.
Really? Well, yeah. You thought it was all. You're a future boy.
Batter up.
Yeah, also the controversy.
Oh, he says
in
that in
that
the first one as
the
well.
whole Crispin Glover of it all. It's crazy.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they just do another face on him.
I feel like there was a bit of news about that
It
recently.
looks like Crispin Glover though.
Right. Yeah.
They put prosthetics.
They steal his likeness
to look, and then
Can't be doing
and
that.
they didn't pay him.
He sued though.
He sued.
I think that he got.
I think
he
like,
won. Yeah.
laws in place where they can't do that.
I do think it came from that.
Yeah, it came from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And then the third one, of course, has the famous pee-pee.
I remember very specifically we were shooting the we were shooting Ghost Files in Orlando.
Oh, yes.
And we went to Universal and we were by the Back to the Future. We were walking where the Back to the Future ride was.
Yeah,
it's not there anymore, right?
No, we were walking by the Back to the Future train.
The
They
train.
have the prop, the third
Yeah, and Ben
train.
was like, you ever seen that clip where if you zoom in on the kid, he's pointing at his crotch because he's got to pee?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like got this pained expression on his face.
And he's like sort of like
he's
he's like trying to get the cameraman's attention or the director's attention. And he's like,
I gotta pee.
and he's like pointing to his.
Makes it into the movie. It's like the emotional like closure of the movie too. Doc has returned and
The kid's just pointing at
his son in the movie is pointing at his wiener because he has to
That's
pee.
Jules or Vern. Or
Oh, that's right. This is
boy.
Jules and this is Vern. Also, Mary, what's her face?
Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I love the third one.
It's got its stuff. It's got its stuff. All right. New fears unlocked.
Let's do it. Let's get into some new fears.
This is the segment we've done this before. Episode 89, if you haven't watched it, or if you like this and you want more of this. Episode 89 was where we did it. We did it up in the apartment
in the
set.
little apartment set.
Yeah. Probably one of the worst looking episodes we've ever had.
Hey,
But
you know what?
it was cozy.
We were getting there.
So we'll be looking at some headlines or dreadlines, if you will.
Dreadlines.
Dreadlines of things that might unlock a new fear in you.
I like that a lot.
So what I'll do is I'll give you the headline. You can read it. You can react. And then if you want more information,
Do you want to know more?
we can do that. So let's start with the first one here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to get scared?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, great. Please read.
Woman ordered medicine by mail. Got a box of human fingers instead.
What the?
Would you like to know more?
I do want to know more.
Okay.
That's crazy. How does that happen?
Yeah, how could that? That's not like they're next to each other at the factory floor.
Well, I'll tell you.
Well, I guess
something like that could
maybe
happen.
the factory floor. Okay, I think I'm starting to see how that could happen.
I was
Yeah,
rewatching-
that's a great idea. Tell us what you think could have happened.
I was rewatching True Grit recently. Well, no, I want to say though, I forgot about that scene where Donald Gleason, they cut all his fingers off. Do you remember that?
In what?
True Grit?
I don't remember that part. No.
It's good. It's
A young
good.
Donald Gleason.
How do you get fingers in a box? Yeah, I guess it would be sort of a factory error there. Like,
Yeah.
You think that someone got their fingers chopped off and they made it into the box?
They made it into the packaging somehow. That's the only way I
It's
could
like
see that.
There's that old movie, The Mangler. You know, The Mangler? I think is it a Stephen King joint? It's literally about a laundry machine that like comes alive and
That
wants to
sounds
kill
fun.
people.
Fucking awesome.
Screaming room.
That would be good. I don't know if it's
Mangler.
actually, good or.
We should watch The Tingler and put little things
What's
under
The
your
What's
seat.
the
Tingler?
Tingler?
The Tingler was the one, I think it was like a Vincent Price.
Oh, would they tingle people in the audience?
There would be like a little thing under the seat.
That's
That-
funny.
And then the ads would be like, The Tingler. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot fathom how this would occur. Ryan, what would you? I mean, you've gotten teeth in the mail.
Oh yeah, but that was like very intentional.
That was fake.
That was an accident.
Did they mail them? Did they send them through the mail?
Yes.
They did.
A woman in Hopkinsville, Kentucky was waiting for a shipment of medicine and medical supplies. When it finally arrived, she ripped open the box and found that it was filled with human arms and fingers
Arms?
instead. Yes, arms and fingers. A package that was meant for quote unquote surgical training went to the wrong address in Hopkinsville on
Yeesh.
Wednesday in southwest Kentucky, about 75 miles outside of Nashville. Yes, true story, to the coroner. She was expecting medical supplies and found arms and fingers in the box.
True story, dude.
The box was intended to be delivered for surgical training, but it was somehow delivered to her front porch.
Well, it's kind of. I didn't know that they were allowed to ship fingers and body parts.
I know.
For surgical training.
Me
You'd
neither.
think they'd be like, "Come on in for that." Maybe come on into the hospital
I
to
was
train
thinking
on that one.
But people mail like stool samples.
Yeah.
that still feels like
And they
it's
mail
okay.
hearts. and
I
stuff.
remember because I was in
Yeah,
the car
the dog ate that one.
with my I was in the
Dog
car with
ate
my
that.
grandpa, my dad, and my uncle. We were driving on some sort of road trip, and my grandpa was like, "Oh, the dog," because my grandpa had some colon problems, and he was like, "They're making me ship my stool sample in." And then my uncle said, "Did they make you ship it third class?"
That's really good.
And my grandpa laughed so hard that he almost crashed the van.
Third class.
Third
It's
class.
pretty good.
The coroner lent a helping hand to the macabre foul up and took control of the wayward remains. The woman ultimately ended up receiving the correct package. We were able to reach the courier who retrieved the package. the following morning. So I guess it was a courier service, which is what they tend to do with
I
those
guess
things.
that's better.
You got a sign for those fingers.
Still, or maybe it was meant for like a hospital or something.
Well, it says here,
I guess in my mind, I was imagining like it was being sent to a home where someone could be like, well, I'll practice some of these fingers here at my home.
it
That's
says that the
crazy.
package was supposed to be delivered and addressed to a Victor Frankenstein.
They're mad.
I'm just joking. I added that
You
in.
can't do that. You can't fake the news.
Sorry.
Not in 2025, man. Come on.
So that's that. New fear unlocked. You might get some fingies in the middle.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Gives a new meaning to shipping and handling.
That's good.
All right.
Come on now.
That's not funny.
Oh, okay.
Y'all tired of trying to figure out what actually works for hair loss? Well, through Hims, you can get access to clear solutions, expert guidance, and an online process that takes the confusion out of care. Now, Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. Doctor-trusted, clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. Now, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your hair goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. I want you, now stay with me here, I want you to think of Hims as your digital front door, knock, knock, that gets you back to your old self with simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for real health concerns all in one place. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/watcher. That's hims.com/watcher for your free online visit. hims.com/watcher. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Here's our next one here.
Passengers had new fear unlocked when 9-hour flight landed at same airport it took off from.
I would scream. I don't even know what I would do.
That would make me go crazy. Well, I wonder, and I'm sure we'll read the story here and learn more about it, but were they aware that that was I wonder if the captain was cluing them into that? Like, hey, we're going to have to turn around.
My thought would be that the captain fucked up and somehow ended up turning back
Can you
around.
fuck up that bad?
I have no idea. I mean, I guess if this was for a vacation, I'd be very upset, but whatever. But if I was like, if we were flying to go, like, say, shoot an episode of Ghost Files, and then this happened, and we had to oh man, that would
One
suck
of my
for work.
I'm curious if you guys can relate to this, but one of my, I wouldn't necessarily call it a fear so much as like a thing that like, I can't, like, it's sort of an existential unease that I get. And I think I'm chiller with it now, but for a lot of my life, I've felt this, like the thought of sort of like backtracking in a journey and being like set back to a place where you already were before. I know this is very sort of abstract.
Yeah.
But, and I don't have like a lot of concrete examples of this, but the thought of like, okay, we're on a vacation and we're in an airport and we're flying somehow for some reason, ending back up at a place where you were and we're like moving through it, trying to get through it. There's something about that just really makes my skin crawl. I don't know why.
It's just tough to mentally handle,
yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Backtracking of any nature, but especially when it's a tangible thing like a journey where time is lost. This sounds awful. Also, it's just, I don't like being on planes.
We've had that thing before. I don't know if we've dealt with it much on our travels. I know I have a couple times, specifically last year when we were on the tour and I was trying to meet up with you guys in Denver. I took a later flight and I had one of those situations where like we got on the plane, we were on the runway and they were like, all right, we're just waiting for someone to show up to check off one of these parts. And then we were sitting on the runway for like 2.5 hours. And then they were like,
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, folks, we're going to have to deplane. We went and set back in LAX, and they were like, we don't know if we're going to get a plane tonight because they had to bring in a new plane. And then miraculously they did, and I got to Denver at like 3 a.m.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you wonder, like, where'd you find another plane? How does that work?
That blew my mind.
But they do it.
I remember being like a little uneasy about, a new plane?
Yeah, backup plane.
You found one?
Well, and we should get a pilot or someone who knows anything about air travel to come on and answer our scary questions about,
that sounds
wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody who has to fly all the time now.
Scare travel.
No, but the thing is like all of our fears are assuaded. Is that the word?
Assuaged?
Assuaged. All of our fears are assuaged by people with information because
That's
they will
true.
not fly the plane if it's at all dangerous.
And I'm sure a lot of people nowadays have, questions about air travel and fears related to air travel. That could be fun.
Yes, exactly.
It could be fun, or it would make Ryan the most anxious person in the world, and we'd never leave Los Angeles.
No, I don't think so. I mean, the thing is, the pilots are the ones who are like, we won't fly if it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And they do it all the time.
What if we got them on, though, and they were like,
I wouldn't.
but
It's like the people that like sometimes work in fast food.
I wouldn't.
Fast food restaurants. I don't eat there.
Yeah.
Passengers from American Airlines flight from Texas to Incheon International Airport in Seoul, South Korea on September 7th. This might have been of last year. Were in the air for 9 hours in total just to return to the airport they took off from. Jimin Lee, who was on board the American Airlines flight, took out her smartphone to record the commotion. Posted on Instagram with the caption, "New fear unlocked. Your flight to Korea may go 5 hours and come back with zero explanation." It turns out that there was an issue with one of the toilets. The pilot reportedly asked if someone was, quote, carrying a screwdriver.
Oh my God.
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think so. American Airlines needs a lesson in effective communication, Lee added in the video, as snaps of the plane's flight path are shown recorded on the screen. They look like this.
Oh boy, yeah, just a full loop around. Yeah, at least let the passengers know.
You gotta tell them.
Otherwise, it's a Langoliers situation,
Yeah.
Anybody watch the old? I was just talking about this with some of my friends. Anyone seen the old '90s Langoliers? You know the Langoliers? It's
What's
a
that?
Stephen King
No.
story, and they made a made-for-television movie. And it was one of those things that I saw as a kid and was really freaked out by.
Yeah.
But I've recently found that it freaked a lot of people out.
The Langoliers.
And and chime off in the comments if you've seen that one. I think it freaked a lot of people out in the 90s. And the interesting thing about it is it's not like objectively the scariest thing in the world, but the basic premise of it is like there's a flight and there's people on the flight. And then when they're on the flight, the captain's like, "Hey, we've got no communication with anyone below right now, I think, to the best of my knowledge." And they land at an airport and like everyone's gone. There's like no one around.
Oh, wow. Spooky.
And there's like big sort of like Lovecraftian monsters that are, I think, basically eating the fabric of the universe.
Oh, so I thought that they fly in like a pocket dimension.
But there's like just this, it might be kind of like that, but because I've never read the book and I didn't watch the whole thing because it freaked me out too much. But there's just this sense of dread on the plane where people are starting to like really go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like that confined space and they don't know what's going on. Oh, it's freaky, man.
Do you think there's anybody who's actually read every single Stephen King book?
Yeah, for sure.
And short story? That would take so long.
I don't even think Stephen King has.
I was just wondering that myself because, like, how many has he written?
Because
He does a lot,
he
but
probably does first drafts and sends to editors.
That's what I'm thinking. Because
think so?
he's writing like a book a year. It feels like
Way more than that.
right, 2 maybe even.
Yeah. How many books does he have? Give us a number.
I would guess at this point
Novels?
Books
over.
and or short stories.
I would guess over
Well,
200.
short stories
easy.
would have to be separate.
Okay.
Well, books even I think is over 200 at this point. It has
If
to
it's
be.
novels, I would guess like, I'm going to go lower. I'm going to guess like, maybe I'm wrong here. Let me guess. I'm going to guess like 65.
That's way
novels.
too low.
Is that too low?
Stephen King has published 65 novels.
No way.
What? No. Wait, really?
Yeah, no, I was being genuine. I was reading the
Oh
note.
my God.
And
Wow, you nailed it, dude.
And over 200 short stories.
Damn.
65. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Well, it's funny because like whenever we were in airports, like I said all the time, the reason why I was thinking of that is because we pass by these like bookstores all the time in airports. You know how they have like the pick up a book before your flight. And every time I see one of those shelves, there's a Stephen King book that's like new Stephen King novel, and I've never even heard of it.
Well, I think they also, though, I'm sure his novels have a long time on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a recognizable name that even like a year or so after, I'm sure they're still like, this is the most recent Stephen King. It's his, it's very recognizable. So people are like, yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, he's clearly doing it for the love of the game.
But
now,
like, let's compare him to someone like James Patterson. Now, James Patterson, I'm guessing has north of 100.
Well, when you write that much, when do you stop?
When you die.
I don't know, man.
Because like, I don't think they're doing it anymore. I mean, they're clearly very rich at this point. So it's like, they must just love writing.
Yeah. How many James Patterson got? James Patterson is funny too. I've never read a James Patterson book. I don't know what the vibe of them is.
They're like, they're like thrillers, right?
I would assume so, yeah. But he also, have you ever seen when he does like commercials for his books?
No, I haven't.
They're so funny.
I find that I read more nonfiction than fiction.
Yeah, that's how I am.
I'm not that way. I read a lot of fiction.
I wish I read more fiction. I just never know how to discern. I feel like I have a pretty good read on like, okay, I think this is going to be a good movie.
James Patterson has written over 285 books.
Yowza, fuck, man.
And apparently he writes 31 at a time. That's a thing he said, I guess.
He writes 31 books at a time?
Yeah.
Wow. He must just have like a bunch of little...
I don't know. How could that possibly...
Today I'll write another page.
I write 31 books at a time and I have a 20-inch cack.
That's crazy. Okay. Is that something that
he's like, oh, you're not going to be able to check either of those. So.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, here's
All
another...
right, let's see. Next new fear unlocked. This is a video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And please describe what you're seeing.
Okay,
here.
it looks to be... Is this a hotel?
What is it?
Or it's a man at a door.
Yes, so it's one of these the rooms, the doors in between two hotel rooms.
Oh yeah.
Oh, connecting doors.
Those have an ominous vibe.
I love those.
If you don't know who's on the other side.
If you don't know the other one, yes.
Here we go.
Yeah. No.
So it's guys playing around, squeezing a guy in.
No.
And then getting stuck.
That could suffocate him.
Oh shit!
No. I don't like this at all. No.
Okay, so what happened here is there's a connecting door, and when you have a connecting door between two hotel rooms, there is naturally the tiniest of spaces in between the two doors. These guys were fucking around with their friends, and they put one of their friends in between, and he was like, "Go see you close it," and then it clicks, and
I've got like a sinking
and then it
feeling in
dawns
my
on
stomach
them
watching
that they can't get him out unless the person on the other side, who is people they don't know, open that door.
No, you missed what happened.
I think once it's latched, then his body is sort of like, is it like pressing against it?
No.
What's happening?
So you missed what happened.
What
here.
occurred?
Keep an eye on this man's left hand.
Okay.
Oh, he broke the handle.
Oh no!
he broke the handle off of the door.
Which means, though, that the only way he's going to get out is if the people next door are able to open their door. But if they're not in the room at that point, they're going to have to at least call the hotel.
Well, I mean, one hopes that for the sole sake of like not letting people die in those things, that there's enough space in there. But God, well,
they were having trouble closing the door because of his chest in the first place. They had to push it closed to get it to get one click.
They definitely squeezed him in there. Let's see what his feet are doing.
I mean, look at how hard they're struggling to close the door at first.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he squirts.
Is there an end? Is there an end? What's the?
Not as far as I know.
They probably just had to. They probably just had to call the hotel manager.
What is that? Did he survive?
That's nuts.
I don't have that information.
Dude, that is crazy. That did give me a palpable drop in my stomach.
Because that's one of those things too, where like, if it's compressing against his chest and he's like to kind of like suck in to like let the door close, but then when you have that pressure against your chest, you're not getting enough. You could die.
It's the same kind of...
Hey, don't mess around in hotels like that, okay?
It's the same squeamish fear you get of when you see someone get trapped, like when they're crawling through like a small part of a cave.
That freaks me out, man.
I hate that.
I don't like it. I can't watch videos of that.
I don't know why people do that.
The spelunking and the sort of like crawling through, inching through, like,
There's a good comment here. It said, dude got Han Solo'd.
Yeah, dude.
And then another comment here. This one I pulled from Reddit said, technically it's new fear locked.
That's good.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's pretty good.
We assume these people are fine.
I'm sure.
I have no follow up.
He probably has like at least 10 minutes there before the hotel staff gets up to him.
Yeah.
Don't be goofing. Don't be goofing.
They're pretty fast.
We beg of you in our audience to not ever goof. Don't goof with your friends. Just be safe. Just always be thinking about the worst thing that could possibly happen. And not in a way that's, just anxious all the time, but just when you're in a situation with your friends, think about the worst thing that could happen and make sure you don't do that.
I do think that is
don't put yourself in that situation.
That is really valuable because there's a lot of times where I do something and I go, I could have thought through this.
Know. Yes.
Yeah.
And you think about like all the times in your life where you're like, oh, that could have gone much worse.
Yeah.
And I think life is just a journey, and like thinking about all these like subtle things that you do that could be dangerous, and then being like, oh, I got to make sure I don't ever do that again.
Yeah. Well, this is a bad idea what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
And let me not do it. Catch yourself.
Oof.
Yeah.
Even in the home, it's like one of those things. I always think about that thing in Garden State where he's like, my mom tripped over the dishwasher door when it was open or something. Something like that, where you're like these little household things where you're like, I got to make sure I don't do that. We have one of those, like our dryer is it's stacked. So it's the dryer on top and then the washing machine or the whatever on the bottom. And there was one time I was like, taking my clothes out of the washing machine and I was going to be putting them in the dryer, and I stood up and the dryer door was open.
Yeah.
And I hit my head so fucking hard on the dryer door. And it's like metal, it's like plastic and metal, but a dryer is very heavy. So if you like stand up into it very quickly, it's not like bumping out of the way. I just fucking nailed myself. I'm surprised it didn't bleed. But that's one of those things where like, okay, it's like every now and then you'll get a paper cut or something. You'll do something small and you'll be like, fuck, that hurt. But this was one of those like, fuck, where I was like, oh my God, that hurts
when I was recently I was repairing my freezer door, my fridge, and it fell off the hinge right under my head. Equally like a yowza. God. CTE has entered the chat.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The other night I was literally like our AC got clogged and it's been like dripping a little bit. Mm-hmm. And the other night I went up to get to the bathroom. I walked. It was completely wet the floor was completely wet and I slipped. Fell on my back, scraped. I have a big bruise.
You're like a wet bandit.
Yeah. It's big bruise right here. And I was like,
him falling down the hole.
That's kind of what it was like. And in this moment, I was doing that, and then I looked over at my wife, who was sleeping on the bed. Nothing. Nothing. I went, oh, fuck. Nothing. My dog didn't look up either. It's fine.
Wow. Yeah, scary.
Woman Makes a New Friend is the title of this video.
This one's called Woman Makes a New Friend. It's a woman.
That's what I just fucking said.
That's what he just said. So
I don't remember what this video is.
Matt doesn't even remember this one. So this is a woman closing up what appears to be like a store.
Yeah, like a storefront.
Or breaking in. I can't tell.
Oh, I think I've seen this before.
I think she's closing the storefront, was dropping down the
one of those
gate.
Like metal grates.
the metal gate thing, yeah.
I think I've seen this. Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, what?
Okay, well, that was not something I saw coming. She's closing a metal grate to lock up the shop, and just as the grate is about to close, a little mouse, a rat,
through the gate,
runs through the gate and up her pant leg
and into her jacket.
Oh my God.
She got a little ratatouille there. She's taking off her jacket, taking off her sweater. Oh, no.
And that's where it ends.
Imagine just screaming, I think there's a rat in my jacket.
Why would a rat do that? I feel like rat and mice are usually so squeamish and skitterish around humans.
Puffer did look comfy. She was wearing a puffer.
She's wearing a puffer.
Yeah. You can't imagine just a rat just all of a sudden being in your shirt.
No.
I do think it was a rat because mice are really small.
Have you ever had that thing? This has happened to me at least once where, and I don't know why. I don't know if my body just woke me up. I don't remember if it was the middle of the night or I was falling asleep, but I've had this happen where I am laying in bed, sort of looking up at the ceiling, and then my glasses are off and I see like a little something, and it was a spider descending like
yes.
right to my face, and it landed on my face, and I was like, ah!
Dude, that's crazy.
Slapping my head.
Dude, that's nuts.
It's
Well, you're one of those, one of the 8 you eat a year or whatever.
Yeah, we checked that though. I don't think that.
I think it's on
they're
average.
afraid of mouths. Yeah, like in the human race.
Yeah, I think some people are just
Little spiders
Slurping them up.
Spiders Georg.
sucking them down.
Yeah, scary.
Just all of a sudden, but she didn't even see the rat, so all of a sudden, just a rat is in your shirt. That could happen to any one of us at any time.
Never happened to me with a rat, but I mean, spiders aside, have you ever like been like asleep at night and felt like a bug crawling across you?
No, but it's mosquitoes.
Well, mosquitoes, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a mosquito in my
you
house.
had a whole mosquito situation. Is it better now?
Well, Mari left the door open, and I was like, close that door because the mosquito's going to get in. And then she's not as concerned about mosquitoes because they don't bite her, but they bite me.
Interesting.
And then
They don't bite me either.
there's this one mosquito that's in our place. And I haven't been able to find it. Every now and then I'll see it, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to fucking get you now. And then it just scurries away. But it reemerges when I'm asleep, and just it's been fucking me up for like weeks.
Really? It's not a bed bug.
By the time I find this mosquito, it's going to be huge. Just like
Where is
just
it biting you?
everywhere.
Okay.
Where?
Well, I don't sleep naked, but I sleep in my boxers, and so everywhere.
Waistline, arms.
Well, because I like to sleep.
Is
with
it a lot around your ankles?
somewhat on the ankles, arms.
What is it? Tiger?
neck.
Tiger?
Maybe.
Those ankle biters. But I sleep with one leg
Bed
out.
bugs love the ankles.
I slept with one leg out of the of my.
He would know if it was a bed bug.
Oh, I would know if it was a bed bug because we'd be getting Mari too.
Not necessarily true, because when the bed bug was, when we had one bed bug, it bit me exclusively.
Isn't there
weirdly?
there's
and
like
then-
a bed bug bite though? It doesn't have like little two poles or something?
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you could see them, but I don't know.
They're a little bit more like welts than like.
yeah, these are
mosquito.
your classic mosquito
You can usually
bite.
tell because breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's usually like a track of like 2 or 3 bites in a row.
Oh, okay, it's not that.
Or the one time when I was like, well, the crazy thing with the bed bug that we had is that I was like, well, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, if you see 2 or 3 bites in a row, great. Then you know. But there was a one time, and this is also strange why we ended up having one, because I was convinced we had more, is there was one night the next day, like later in the day, because bed bug bites take like 12 to 24 hours to show up after you get bit.
Interesting.
All up my side, I want to say like 10 to 20 bites.
Yikes.
And it like swelled up.
That
and
sucks.
I honestly felt like my immune system like suffering because of it.
Wow.
It was nuts.
You know what, Shane? I want to
crazy.
commend you because you, of everyone I know, has a wonderful, great, deep love of bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And you have such a negative relationship with them.
Well, it's weird too, because I've had no experience with bed bugs until about 5 years ago when we had the one in our apartment, which I assume was tracked in from travels or from a neighbor. It was one. We've never had any issues with them ever again. I did find it. I killed it, which I was told I wasn't supposed to do, which makes sense. If you find one, you're supposed to like put it in a little canister and tape it up so that you can send photos of it to someone or, so that they can look at it and be like, okay, this is a male or it's a female or it's pregnant. Different, they can detect different things like, if it's a female and it's pregnant, then that's a problem. Right. Those kind of things. So that's my tip for everyone. Don't just fucking smash it. And then, I think I like took a match and lit it on fire after I killed it. Cause I was like, I don't know how resilient these things are. I've had that. And then the only other one was, the roaches, of course. But then in London, when we were there for Ghost Files, I got bit the fuck up
at the Sofitel.
At the Sofitel in
Leicester Square.
You have plenty of reason to hate bugs, and yet you don't.
I don't. No. I
a
really
wise
like
man gives the love he never got, and that is
but
really
also,
very beautiful.
I mean, even like those horrific little fuckers, like bed bugs or roaches, they're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
We have dominion over the planet, and we kill everything else. So, obviously, if bed bugs are a fucking nightmare and like psychologically damaging, boy, it is a nerve rattling experience to deal with them. But,
I couldn't imagine.
Oh God!
Here's one more video.
It's our next one.
This is a driving fear. Unlocked.
Uh-oh.
All right, and you're gonna have to narrate what happens here.
Okay, we're looking at a highway. It appears to be a dash cam. We got a semi-truck over there. Speeding down a highway. Passing a semi-truck. Semi-truck's on the right. A couple cars seem to be changing lanes here.
Oh, boy.
This is thrilling tension.
Oh, shit!
No! Oh!
Okay. Well, why don't you go walk us through what happened there?
So, there's two cars driving next to each other. Car on the right is a pickup truck with, I don't know what you'd call those tires. They're sort of like the tires that sort of seem to stick out from the body a bit.
Yeah.
Those ejector tires.
One of the tires just sort of flies off the axle into the
Car
and
next to it.
rockets into the car to its left and sort of goes into the undercarriage, which causes the car to it hits it and I guess launches it into the sky. It's about 8
What I would
feet
say
up in the air.
honestly, if a truck is about 5 feet tall, 6 feet tall, this is like 15 feet in the air.
That's a
Wow.
long
I don't
way
even
up.
know how that happens. The car goes fully upside down. Is this a Faces of Death video?
No major injuries.
Okay.
Because the car lands on its wheels.
No, the car lands on its roof
Did it land on the
and then it rolls over.
And then a bonus tire.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the one genre of video that I largely avoid. These like freak accidents where it's like, it's just someone driving. No one's doing anything particularly reckless here.
No, the guy was just driving at a
and
normal
then
speed.
something insane happens.
Whew.
Well, that's, I think, the most potent fear unlocked of this whole bunch.
Someone said the assassin tire always goes back for the kill.
I know. I can't believe it came back.
Reminds me of the movie Rubber.
Oh, it does look like rubber.
Remember Rubber?
No.
Rubber's a movie about a killer tire. It kills people.
Oh, shit.
Okay, our last one here. New fear unlocked after 16-inch stick insect found deep in Australian jungle.
Well, that sounds fun.
Now, I gotta say, I'm not afraid of this because stick insects
insect doesn't strike
they
fear.
They seem pretty docile to me.
This is more for Ryan, I think.
Let's say,
I'm curious. What could a stick bug do to you?
You ever seen?
Like the one in
Have you ever
Bug's
seen a
Life.
stick bug in the wild?
Not just the one in a bug's life.
Well, you don't know, do you?
No, you do. Sometimes I feel like in Illinois I saw them every now and then, and it was always just the most thrilling thing.
Look away if you're freaked out by mega insects.
We got to clip that for next week. Look away if you're freaked out by mega insects. Oh, yeah. We're going to show a big bug here in a second.
A new species of giant stick insect has been discovered in a tropical rainforest in far north Queensland. Weighing about the same as a golf ball, it's believed to be the heaviest insect in Australia.
Wow.
We thought it was new, so we started searching, and it took us a fair while to find it. We ended up finding two, but completely new stick insect, new to science, hasn't been described, so we decided to describe it, and it's a pretty neat insect. It's a very big fella.
Whoa!
Or big girl, I should say.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
This is the clincher.
Okay.
These shots.
It's a little-
That's you or
That's
your
pretty
mate.
gross looking. yeah.
Pause it on
It's
that.
massive.
All right. So,
Let me get the wings open there.
I mean, it looked like a fairly typical stick insect, and you can see the most played moment in the video here.
Of,
But then-
you, presumably that's you or your mate.
Oh, when they cut to a clip of seeing this stick insect, and you see it relative to the person holding it in their hands.
the
And
size
it
of his
is-
forearm.
It's the size of a forearm.
It's pretty big.
He didn't look like a small guy either.
The wings are huge.
Oh. And those wings are kind of come out of nowhere.
Isn't this
too.
the place that has the giant spiders too?
They got it all
Yeah.
in Australia.
Australia?
Plus size
Isn't
bugs.
this that place?
They got it all.
That is, I could see if insects make you squeamish, especially a mega one like this.
That's gross.
Oh, yeah.
God. Oh, that is freaky. But I mean, I love
Holding
it
this
because
thing. It's massive.
I mean, I don't enjoy looking at it. Ugh, it is
So
gross.
they're a browny colour with the black coloured wings, but down on the side of the body, when they flare the wings out, is a beautiful
I don't like it when
green
its
colour
front
along the
legs
sides of the
start
abdomen.
flying
Yeah, I don't
around.
like it either.
You can, because you can hold a bug and you can be like, oh, yeah, this is the bug. You can feel the delicate, like, legs and stuff of a bug. You feel power over it. This one, you would be feeling.
That's why I like bugs.
Yeah,
The power I have.
you would not be, but your fear would probably be diminished by how, like, you go, well, this is like, it's the lightest little touch of a bug leg on me, that is going to be pushing your fingers around.
Yeah, that's nasty.
You'd be feeling that force. And they said it weighs about as much as a golf ball. That's heavy.
And
That's heavy.
Imagine like feeling the weight of the bug shift on you.
Yeah.
You know, as it's like crawling around. That's freaky. That's some Starship Trooper stuff.
Yeah, that is like a Starship Trooper.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
He doesn't mean that. He's
I
quoting
don't
a
mean
movie.
that. I would honestly love to hold that.
Me too.
Yeah. Because it's not, I'm going to assume stick insects aren't, I don't think they bite.
No, that guy's
Right?
not worried.
I don't mind bugs. I just don't want them near me. I don't need to hold them. Like, they do their thing. I do my thing.
What about snake? You ever held a snake? Do that thing where like in grade school, maybe you go on a field trip, they
yeah.
put a snake around your neck?
You want to hold the snake? And I'm like, I don't really want to. And they're like, oh, well, hold the snake, put it on your neck. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. And
They're
then they
so
put
Snakes
cold.
feel remarkably foreign.
They're
It's
so
like
cold.
alien.
They're cold and you feel like the muscle. It's just one big muscle basically.
Nasty.
So you just feel it. Like
Again,
sort
there's
of-
just no reason for me to ever have to interact with it.
yeah.
It can just do its own thing, live its own life. I'll live my own life. Let bygones be bygones, and then everyone will live peacefully.
Let bug gons be bug gons.
There it is.
Well, those are your new free online. We didn't get into too many because we were yapping away.
We're having fun. Here's an email. It says, "Hey guys."
From Alyssa.
This is from Alyssa. I was just watching episode 102 where you watched the creepy PSAs, and I had to tell you that it is not a lost art. The other day, I was scrolling on TikTok when I came across an anti-vaping PSA that was honestly so unsettling and weird. I loved every single second of it. I'm going to attach the link, and I beg of you, even if you don't put it on the pod, please give yourself the pleasure of experiencing this fucker.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye now, Alyssa.
Thank you,
Smiley
Alyssa.
face.
Yeah, I watched this last night. It's really good.
Yeah?
wanna check
It's
this
called
out.
Mr. Vapey Man.
Oh, I
Okay.
love it already.
I don't think that we're intentionally not going to watch the full thing because it was released on YouTube like 6 days ago.
Oh, okay.
And at the time of this release, like 2 weeks ago. So I don't want to take views away from it. We'll watch a little bit of it, and then I think we'll link it in the thing because it's really good. Someone did a stop motion video, and you should
Okay.
watch it yourself.
Is this
Give it a view.
To be clear, is this like this is like a PSA through some sort of
It's
organization?
hard to tell. I think
okay.
it was just a person who had this intention in their heart and wanted to make something.
Well, that's nice.
Oh, cool.
It could be Blender. It could be a stop motion. I'm really not sure. But
Indie PSAs is a pretty funny.
That is a fun little niche to kind of occupy.
Yeah. Mr. Vapey Man. Okay.
so
Oh,
it's a minute and 14. We'll watch the whole thing, but we're gonna chop it up a little bit so
Yeah.
you don't. So we're not taking away
it's
the
like a
full experience.
beautifully animated
Wow.
little piece of something here. Looks like Disco Elysium.
Sweet and sugary, marzipan and ice cream feels
Oh, that's a
so
lung.
nice.
We're looking at a lung.
No, it's a vape.
Your
It's a vape.
lips
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
puff,
vape.
puff, puff like pastry stuff.
crazy.
Just let me bubble on your gum. We'll have tutti frutti fun. Next time you should bring your little friends.
Well, that was extremely disturbing.
That
It
was
didn't really.
So animated, yeah,
It
animated
wouldn't-
by.
If I was a cloud daddy, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know that would deter me all.
Well,
that
because it
much.
didn't really give me any
It wasn't
reason
like-
to not do it other than they were making it look gross.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, it's just a bunch of these sweet little flavors," and he was. I get the grossest part of that was him being like, "I'm this gross little juice."
Yeah, the
Him-
juice is
Him
nasty.
fingering his little hole.
I suppose. I mean, I don't vape either, so I guess we're not the audience for that. I'll send this to some of my friends who I know dude vape, and then I'll be like,
Dude vape.
Yeah, dude vape,
Dude vape.
dude vape. I'm gonna send it to them, see if it stops them in their tracks.
Directed and produced by Hugo Docking, who also was one of the animators on it and did the voice of it.
Wow.
Very small team, but it's people doing stuff that's not AI.
I know. Isn't that nice?
So go give that a like and maybe a follow. And
Yeah, that's
They're on
really good.
Patreon too. It looks like.
Yeah,
they're on Patreon. Tell them Large Marge sent you.
I love stop motion. That was
Yeah.
really beautiful. I just went to go see Paranorman.
Yeah, I saw that it was remastered and
They
re-released.
re-released it. It was so great to see it in theaters. I didn't see it in theaters when it first came out.
No,
It's a great Halloween movie.
I don't know if I saw it in theaters either.
A terrific film. It was in 3D too, so it looked gorgeous.
Oh, nice.
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast on your podcast app of choice, and we'll see you next week.